everyone, my name is Kelly and welcome to Desk Relief. This class is for everyone who is stuck at the desk for too long and is feeling a lot of pain through their shoulders, their back, their chest, everything. So we're going to stretch everything out, create a lot more strength through our core and just tip everything back so we're posturally aligned. All right, for this class you will need a block and a nice long band. If you don't have them, if you're at home, you can use a nice long towel and a pillow. All right, so wherever you are, let's get started with our child's pose. We're gonna sit down, feet together, knees wide, hands out in front, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just relax down. All right, forehead hits the floor, and we just relax. Feeling that nice stretch through our entire back chain, also our lats as well. And just becoming aware of our breath, so taking a deep breath in through our nose, and as you exhale, relaxing, breathing out the mouth. Good guys, one more big breath. Expanding the belly. And exhale to relax. All right, well done. Let's slowly lift ourselves back up. All right, roll the shoulders back. Great, okay, our first move is a dislocate. So you're gonna grab your nice long band, fold them in half. If you have a towel, make them nice and long. And then all you're gonna do is go up, squeeze those shoulder blades together, feel the stretch through your chest and see if you can just rotate those shoulders over, okay? And then exhale to come right the way back. And we go again, deep breaths. And exhale to slowly come back. Good guys, right, we've got a couple of these. So just breathing and relaxing through them, feeling our stretch through our chest, and pulling our shoulders away from our ears as we rotate. And if you want a little more, you can take your hands a little closer, all right? If you don't, that's okay, all right? Stay where you are. But slowly try to get that stretch a little bit tighter through your chest. Good guys, all right, one more time. Deep breath in, all the way up and over. And exhale to come back. Well done, okay? Now we get to go into a lovely couch stretch on the block, okay? So grab your block or your pillow, whatever you got. Pop your knee on top of that. We're gonna head into a little bit of a lunge. All right, and then all you're gonna do is make sure you're nice and steady. Hand comes to the side of your knee, lift yourself up, pull your foot in towards your glute, and you should get a lovely stretch, lovely, through your quad. Okay, so take a deep breath in. As you exhale, dropping the shoulders away, really tucking the tail back as well. So we squeeze that glute and think about rotating the pelvis backwards. Good guys, couple deep breaths here, in through the nose and out the mouth. Really try to relax that leg as much as we can. When we get into our desk, unfortunately, we get very tight through the fronts of our legs. Right, so this is really important to stretch them out before we start anything strenuous. Okay, take another deep breath in and exhale, drop the shoulders away, bring the foot a little closer and relax. All right, well done, let's try the other side. Okay, so switch your legs. All right, make sure you're nice and steady. Hand comes to the side of your leg, lift your leg up and find that space where you can breathe and stretch. All right, so another deep breath in, send it to your belly. And as you exhale, let's pull that foot a little closer to your glute and squeeze your glute behind. As you do that, you should feel that stretch a little more through the quad. Good guys, and now just breathe. Try to relax. Here we go, another deep breath in. And exhale. One more time, deep breath. And let it go. Well done. All right, come out of there. And now we lie down on our back. Bring the band back for some hamstring PNF. All right, so fold your band or your towel in half again. Pop your foot through. You're gonna take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we pull that leg towards your face. All right, so feel that stretch through the entire back line of your leg, not just your hamstring, but you can feel calf as well. Okay, so take a deep breath in again. As you exhale, let's try and extend that lower leg out. Make sure he's nice and square. And pull the leg a little closer. All right, now PNF. Yeah, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. What you got to do is drive the heel against the band and really push it away against that, creating some resistance. So you can feel the hamstring start to heat up and fatigue a little. Hold that for 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax the leg completely and just pull him a little closer towards your face. And you'll find that he can go a lot further. Okay, take a deep breath in again, and let's try that sequence again. Okay, so driving the heel up to the ceiling, pushing into the band, creating resistance. Hold that for 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, leg comes towards your face, you relax. And we take our final deep breath in. Exhale. Nice. All right, let's try the other side, okay? There we go. Take a deep breath in, pull that leg towards your face as you can, and then straighten out the bottom leg. Make sure he's nice and straight and square. When you're ready, take a breath, pull that leg close, and let's start contracting, okay? Drive the heel up to the ceiling, pushing it away into the band, and hold for 3, 2, 1, relax. Take a breath. As you exhale, let's pull that leg a little closer, relaxing as much as we can. Good work, guys. All right, let's try this one more time. Ready? Drive the heel up to the ceiling and hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a breath. As you exhale, the leg comes closer again for 3, and 2, and 1. All right, take another breath. All right, and last time. Push against it, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Relax, take a breath. And exhale, leg comes close. Good, guys, last final deep breath in. And relax. All right, let that go. Shake your legs out a little. And now we have our 1990s. Okay, so when you're ready, grab onto your block. And all we're going to do is squeeze the block in between our knees as much as we can, hands out to the side. Okay, this is really important for rotation through our lower back. Okay, so squeeze and gently drop the knees to one side. Now, as you go down, try and keep those knees nice and level, squeezing the block, and then pressing your shoulder blades down into the floor as well. Good, guys, take a deep breath in here. And exhale, relax. Very nice. All right, if it feels good, you can try to extend that top knee if you can. Awesome. If you can't, that's fine. Staying there for a couple more breaths, breathing in and exhaling. Get a nice IT band stretch as well. All right, one more time, deep breath in and exhale. Very nice. All right, bend that knee back in. Hand comes out to the side, squeeze the block and lift the knees up again. All right, let's drop it to the other side. So slowly, let the knees drop down to the side, take a deep breath and push the shoulder blades evenly into the floor. All right, once you've got that, you can extend out the top knee, only if you'd like to, only if it feels good. And again, just breathing in through our nose and out the mouth. One more time, flexing the foot if you want to. Good work, guys. All right, bring them back. And let's try that one again. All right, nice and slow, drop it over. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shoulder blades into the floor. Straighten the top leg, only if you want to, if it feels good. You can take your hand to the top of your knee this time, or up to your foot if you can reach it. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, try to relax and look along your other arm now. Wow, it's a nice stretch to the entire back line, especially if you get lower back pain, this is the stretch for you. All right, bend your knees, lift your knees, and let's go to the other side. All right, where we go. Drop the knees over, take a breath, press the shoulder blades into the floor, and when you're ready, only if you want to, straighten that top leg, flex the foot, hold on to the knee, or the foot if you can reach. And then look down your other arm, and just breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. Nice. All right. When you're ready, bend the knee back in, lift them up, and that is our stretch. Okay? So shake yourself out a little bit, and then we're going to start with our activation. Okay? So guys, it's really important that we stretch everything out before we start to strengthen everything, because we don't want to make things tight that are already tight or weak. Okay? So now onto our activation set. We're going to start with dead bugs. Okay? Pop your knees up in 90 degrees, cross your hands over your knees. You're going to take a deep breath in and extend your opposite leg and hand away. All right, it's a bit of a brain teaser, so take a breath. And as you exhale, slowly come back. Same arm as leg moves again for 8 reps, all right? So breathing in and exhaling. Very nice. And again, number 3. Exhale. Now, as we're doing this, we're making sure our lower back is plastered into the floor. And we're also, a little trick, pushing our opposite hand and knee together, like we're trying to squish something in between our palm and our knee. Exhale. That's going to really get the other side of our lower core engaged while we move. So we're really stabilizing our core whilst also moving at the same time. All right, last one. Switch on over. And there we go, other side. Deep breath in. Exhale. And again, breathing in. 3. And 4, breathe. Exhale. 2 to go, deep breath. Exhale, and last one. Well done, all right, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe roll from side to side if it feels good. And then we're going to move on to our prone posture press, okay? So roll over onto your tummy, grab your band, fold them in half again. Okay, this is an exercise for our scapular retractors, our rhomboids, and our rear delts, okay? So what we're going to do is pop our forehead down on the ground, extend our arms out. When you're ready, lift your belly button off the floor, squeeze your glutes, tuck your pelvis behind. Then you're going to try and lift this band off the floor. All right, so here we go. Up, take it behind your head, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then extend it straight, and come back down. All right, let's try that again. Up, big squeeze between the shoulder blades, extend out straight, and come back down. All right, and again, okay, keep thinking about resetting the pelvis every time you lift your arms. All right, now you should be feeling some amazing things in your back, right between your shoulder blades, your postural muscles. Right, these are the muscles that are going to pull our shoulder blades back. Keep them there and keep them conditioned to keep a nice long posture at our desk. All right, 2 more. Up, squeezing those shoulder blades together, pulling the elbows down your spine, keeping a nice long neck for the last rep. Extend, down. Whew. All right, well done. Now we go into our rolling hip bridge. Okay, so lay down on your back again. Bring your block. You're going to pop your feet up on your block. Feet together, knees together, and then about a foot's breadth away from our block. We're going to take a deep breath in, roll up through our spine, squeezing our knees together, scoop through the pelvis and lift all the way up. Think about when we get to the top, stapling our ribs to our hips. Then as you exhale, we roll back down, one little vertebrae at a time. Nice, right, and again, scooping through that pelvis, we lift all the way up. Big squeeze, press the palms into the floor to slowly roll all the way back down. And again, scoop and lift. Exhale, and again, scoop. Big squeeze of the glutes, think about tipping that pelvis, and exhale, roll back down. Nice, guys, 3 to go, all right? Scooping and roll, big squeeze, exhale, rolling back down, 2 to go. Last one. Well done, all right, bring the knees into the chest. Whew. And when you're ready, we've got our last 90-90s. Now this is a 90-90 for our hip. So, 90 degrees with our legs Yeah, front leg and back leg. You can have your hands behind you to start with, or cup onto your elbows. I'll show you both, all right? So hands behind you, lifting up and over, switch your legs around, and then try back to the other side. Okay? Now without, looks like this. So we're taking your hips through active range now, making sure that you can move functionally. All right, guys, just a couple more. Rotating through that pelvis. And again, if it's too difficult, make sure you just pop your arms behind you. Okay? Good, 2 to go. Rotating through. And last one. Yee. Good job, okay? Pop your legs in front of you, give you a shake, and that's our activation, okay? And now we're gonna strengthen everything up with a bit more of a strengthening set, okay? Our first exercise is a band external pulse. So, bring your band back, or your towel, whatever you got. You are going to fold them in half and hold on to them about shoulder width apart. Elbows are really squeezing into your rib cage as much as you can to pull those shoulder blades back. And all you're going to do is a little external pulse. So you just pull the band apart, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then slowly let it come back in. And that should really get some amazing muscles firing at your back, okay? Especially your postural muscles. So when you're ready, let's try 10. Yeah? Pull and release. And again, really keep thinking about trying to squeeze something in between your elbow and your ribs. Good, guys. And again, squeeze and release. And again. Guys, 5, 4, 3. That's it, 2. And last one. Nice. Okay. And now we have our prone posture circles. So now that we've really activated everything back, we're going to try and increase the endurance of those muscles, all right? So lay down on your tummy, hands out in front of you, make some fists, forehead down on the ground. We take a deep breath in, lift up, take a big circle right the way around as high as your arms will go. When you get to the back, knuckles come together, and then we squeeze our elbows together, pulling them down our spine. And then you're going to straighten those elbows up and keep rotating back to the start and down. All right, there's 1. We've got 5, okay? You ready? Forehead stays on the floor, tuck that chin, and where we go. 2. All the way up and around, squeezing knuckles together, elbows together, go straight and down. And again, up. Big rotation. Guys, the secret to this is trying to keep that height the entire way around. Yeah, so try and keep pushing the height as much as you can. Don't just slack off and come down to the nice low point. Think about pushing as high as we can. So we really get the strength through our shoulders and our shoulder blades. All right, just 2 to go. Up, knuckles, elbows, extend and around. Last one. Pull. Wow. Okay, done. Now we head into our split squats. Okay, so bring your block. Ooh. Pop it on the bum mat. We put 1 foot up. Take a nice long stance. We're going to try 5 each leg, okay? So really think about tucking the pelvis back. As we descend into our deep split squat, what we're going to do is make sure our knee pushes out towards our pinky, and we keep tipping that pelvis back, all right? So ready? Down we go for 3, 2, and 1. We stay down here for 3, 2, 1, and then we push back. Now squeeze the glute and drive back on the diagonal. Just like that, okay? Tip the pelvis back and away we go. Down, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, and push. And again, down, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, and push. Good work, guys. All right, you got 3 to go, yeah? Hold. Pause and press. 2 more. Down. 2, 3, hold, 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 and push. Last one. Big squeeze of the glute. Tip that pelvis back, and ta-da. All right, let's switch over to the other side. Now that is an awesome exercise for keeping our pelvis nice and strong, but also getting it out of a really horrible desk position. Okay, so everyone, tip the pelvis back and away you go. Down. 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, and press. And again, down, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, and push. And again, down, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, and press. Woo, last 2. Hold, 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 and push. Last one, there we go, down. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and push. All right, well done. Okay, one more exercise and it's our side plank, okay? So come on down to your side plank position. Make sure elbow is right underneath shoulder and the leg that's on top, foot comes over the top as well. Okay, when you're ready, press on up. And we're just gonna stay for 30 seconds, all right? Pressing the floor away, lifting the hips high, squeezing the glutes, keeping ourselves in line. There we go, and stay. And make it look super easy. That's the goal, all right? Keep breathing. Pulling the shoulder blades back, thinking about our alignment through our torso. Yeah? Now we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Good. All right, one more time. On the other side. All right, ready? Make sure feet are stacked and in line. Elbow, shoulders are in line too. Lift yourself up. Hips high. And 30 seconds. Making sure our alignment is set and our breath is steady. And then we should be almost done. Okay? Just a couple more breaths, breathing nice and shallow. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, relax down. Good job, okay, and now we have a little cool down, all right, of just a frog pose, okay? So, hands and knees, spread your legs. Make sure your legs, your feet are right behind your knees. Come onto your elbows. And we're just gonna rock back and forth nice and gently, just to finish off. All right, so great work, guys. Yeah, there's a desk relief set. All you've done is stretch out all the muscles that become really tight from sitting at the desk a lot. And then we activate your core to make sure you're all posturally aligned. And then we strengthen those muscles to keep you there and really increase that endurance of the muscles, all right? So that when you're at your desk, you don't get in so much pain, okay? When you're ready, bring your feet together, bring your knees together, and take a deep breath and relax. Thank you so much for joining me and coming to our class today. I hope you enjoyed it.